Okay, number 3 for the test says select all the expressions that have a value of 13.5 when S equals 1.5. So you're going to have to use your calculators and you're going to have to solve each one of these to find all the expressions that have a value of 13.5 when S equals 1.5. So when you come back from completing this independently before we go over it, you should have notebook paper that shows that you have worked out every problem to determine if that expression has a value of 13 and 5/10 when S equals 1 and 5/10. So starting with our first expression, and be mindful too, when the question says select all the expressions, more than likely there's more than one correct choice. So I'm going to start with this first one. So S is 1 and 5/10 divided by 5 plus 13 and 1/5. So one thing we have to apply is our order of operations. So I'm going to put in my calculator first 1.5 divided by 5. And remember, don't just put it all in your calculator in one fell swoop and think your calculator is smarter than you, because it's not. So I have 0 and 3/10 plus 13 and 1/5. Okay, so from here, instead of retyping, I'm just gonna put plus, and then we have our mixed number, 13 and 1/5, and then move that arrow over so you separate it, and what do we get? 13 and 1/2. So 13 and 1/2. So the value is what? 13.5. So this is a good choice right there. Then I have 21 divided by 1.5. So now I'm going to type 21 divided by 1.5. This one you don't have to write it down on paper. And you get 14. Well, that's not equivalent to 13 and 1/2. So we're going to say no. I'm just going to lightly cross it out. Okay. Then I have in parentheses 375 divided by S, which is 1.5, minus 236 and 5/10. So I'm going to start with my parentheses, which is 375 divided by 1.5, and I get 250 minus 236 and 5/10, which is 13 and 1/2, or 30, yeah. There we go. And then I have 6 times S squared. So remember, whenever we have a coefficient next to a variable, that means we're going to multiply. But in this expression, we have exponents, which our order of operations tells us exponents first. So I'm going to do 6, watch me, times 1.5 squared. Okay, so I'm going to do 1.5 and then squared. And I get 2.25, and then I'm going to multiply that by 6, and I get 13 and 5/10. So we got 3 there. But let's do one more. S to the power of 3. So 1.5 to the power of 3. And I get, ooh, that's yucky. That is not 13 and 1/2. That is 3 and 375 thousandths. So that is not a choice. So in this particular example, there are 3 choices. And so you're going to have something similar on your test tomorrow, where it's going to ask you for, or tomorrow, whenever we take our test, they're going to ask you for, same idea. They're going to give you a value, and they're going to tell you what your variable is, and you have to solve and decide which of them, and it could be 3, it could be less, whatever. But no, as far as test-taking strategies go, it will not be all of them. Okay? Great.